Tristan McKee with NASCAR Regional. You've had an interesting week. You dominated the Cars Tour race at Hickory. Obviously, things happened there. You didn't get the opportunity to win that race, and then you come here. Talk about the highs and lows of the last 7 days or so for you and what it means to be able to, after what happened at Hickory, to win here.
Yeah, that was obviously a tough one after leading 115 laps for $50,000 and getting into a scuffle or a wreck there at the end. But you just gotta kind of put that past you and move on to what's next. I quickly, moved on past that and got right back to the office, getting all my stuff ready for this race and doing a bunch more sim work and just like I said, all the pre-race stuff. So you just got to be able to put that stuff past you and move on to the next thing. So not get stuck on the bad things and worry about what I have next. So that's really what I did there, and just completely focus on this race here.
All right, we'll go back over to Lee Spencer.
Lee Spencer, Series 6 of NASCAR Radio and CatchFence.com. How did you forget your driving shoes today?
I don't really know. They were at home, so I had to borrow. Thanks, Connor Mozak, for letting me use his shoes. They're about 3 sizes too small, so my feet are killing me now, but I definitely won't do that again.
So I talked to you pre-race, and you said you were going to kind of wait until lap 21, and right around the midway break, it looked like you started to get a little racy and started to get a little more confidence. How hard is it to kind of pace yourself when you want to get up there and really battle for the win and battle for the lead?
Yeah, I definitely got past Tyler there at the beginning, or at the middle to end of the first stage, and then I think I was in around second when we came into the break. I didn't get a great restart on the second stage there, and Tyler got back by me, and then I had to work on him for a couple laps. I ended up getting back by him again, and then there my car was a little free, so I was just kind of trying to maintain in case we did have a caution like we did at the end there. So I think we would have been just fine even if we had to start next to Brent, because I was kind of just maintaining my pace, saving my rear tires a little bit there for the end. So definitely got a little lucky with that caution and him falling out, but definitely would have been really well prepared for that last restart.
All right, we'll go up front, and then we'll go over to Chris.
Yeah, can you elaborate a little bit on your experience here at Watkins Glen and just give your thoughts on having that first victory come at this track?
Yeah, it feels good. I'm 2 for 2 now in my career, I guess you could say, here at this track. I just won the Trans Am race here the other day, so that felt really good to get this one done as well. I knew I was pretty well prepared. We ran a little bit different of the track because we ran the boot, but I knew where I was going kind of when I got here, and just kind of knew the track a little bit, so that takes a little bit out of the learning part of the practice stages. So my practice got cut short a little bit. I got into the wall a little bit, so the crew guys got that all fixed up, and we went back out, and we were just fine.
All right, we'll send it to Chris and then to Reed.
Christian at CatchFence.com. Tristan, this was the first of 2 races with Spire Motorsports. Now you have Phoenix on deck, which is expected to be another competitive race. How do you feel about, what do you know about Phoenix, and how will you prepare for it?
Yeah, I've already started to do I've done some sim work here in the past, and I have a couple more opportunities to do some other stuff, so I'm really well prepared. Phoenix is a really fun track as far as the sim stuff goes. I've never driven it in real life, obviously, but I'm looking forward to that. There's multiple different grooves. It's definitely a lot of dirty air factors and stuff like that with the ARCA cars there, so I'm looking forward to that a lot. It's more of like my style as far as the short track stuff and stuff like that, so I feel like I'll be really well prepared when coming into that race.
Reed Spencer with the NASCAR Wire. With your background in late models, how did you adapt so quickly to the road course discipline?
Yeah, it's definitely been a new discipline for me this year. I've never really done the road course stuff until coming up into this year. I've been doing the Trans Am Series all year, so I've been working on my skills with the road course stuff and all the new techniques and all the new things you have to figure out and do when you're on the road course turning left and right. So it's been really good for me to work on a new discipline like that, and I've been able to take some things over from that into the oval world. That's helped me. So definitely, like I said, I raced here in the Trans Am car, which had me pretty well prepared, knowing where to go on the track and different techniques that would work here. So it's definitely been a new discipline, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it.
All right, Tristan, your birthday is August 3rd. We're August 8th, so you are 15 years and 5 days. You are just 3 days away from being the all-time youngest winner. Todd Gilliland won at 15 years and 2 days. Is this something that you even allowed yourself to think about, or is this part of the plan all along?
We definitely, like I said, I've been really well prepared, so our expectation was to run really well coming into the race. We had good pace there, so I wasn't really worried about the youngest part of it because I knew that Todd had already had gotten that, and he was just freshly turned 15, even though I am as well, but he had beat me by a couple days, so it feels good to be the second youngest and being really close to that.
All right, we'll come up to Dustin here up front.
Dustin Long, NBC Sports. So what did you get for your 15th birthday?
I got a pair of sunglasses and a rainy day at Hickory, so that one wasn't too great, but we got it in the next day, and that one wasn't great either, but we led a bunch of laps, so that felt really good.
What was the meaning of the sunglasses? You can get sunglasses anytime.
I don't know, that's just what I had asked for, and that's what I had got in my birthday. Oakley.
Obviously get the victory today, but how do you feel like you did today?
I felt like I learned a lot. I got better and better as we went through the race, even though, we had tires wearing, car, brakes, as far as that goes. So I feel like I learned a lot that I can use for, my future ARCA starts and even future road racing in the Trans Am Series. So I feel like I learned a lot, which was the main thing we're here to do, is just for me to learn and soak it on like a sponge. So I feel like I've learned so much, even just from my guys, Shane Huffman and all of them, and as well as in the car. So I feel like I learned a lot, which was a really good learning curve. And learning this car, I still have a long ways to go. So definitely need to keep learning the car on ovals and road courses. So definitely still a lot of learning to go.
Just how different was the racing from what you've done, whether it's TA2 or the Cars Tour, just the competition and just how people raced each other?
Yeah, it was actually pretty clean up front when there wasn't much beating and banging. Some of the oval stuff that we do, there's a lot of beating and banging, and then the Trans Am stuff, there's almost no contact and most of the time. So this is kind of middle of the road, so it's definitely really good to not, just get right into every corner, and the guys up front race with respect, so that was really nice to have.
And now lastly, just what does this mean to get this victory? You've obviously won here before. You've won at North Wilkesboro. You've won at Mid-Ohio. So you've won at some, really iconic racetracks and had some great experiences even at this age. What does today mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. Obviously, to win in my debut is one thing, but just to win in general is another. So a lot of guys have never, won in the ARCA Series, and they've been doing it for a long time. So it all goes back to everyone who's helped me get here, and all my sponsors, Gamebridge, Spire, HenryCars.com, and all the guys at Pinnacle, and Josh Wise, Scott Speed, Lauren Lanier. They all have me prepared so well that I can have the success when I go out onto the track. So it feels really good. I'm obviously really happy, and hopefully we can keep the momentum going into the future races.
All right, we'll come back here to Adam, and then we'll go back over to Chris.
You, on that final restart, there was a little bit of contact with the wall coming out of the last corner. Was that you trying to get everything that you could get, and were you concerned at all? Because there was some pretty heavy tire smoke going into one.
Yeah, I was just trying to be as aggressive as I possibly could. Restarts are super, super important, and I had gotten clear of the 23 there and just kind of got a little loose and got into the wall, and I definitely had some tire smoke going down into turn one and up the S's. So we were all kind of worried about it once we saw the smoke, and then it kind of clearanced itself going down the back straightaway. So then I calmed down a little bit. So it was definitely a little bit of a mistake, and could have hurt us, but it didn't. We got lucky with that, so just maybe got a little bit too much on that last restart.
Tristan, you don't have a driver's license, do you?
No, I haven't even got my permit yet.
Okay, just making sure. So, what's on your docket the rest of the year as far as your racing schedule goes? How busy are you going to be between now and Phoenix?
Yeah, very busy. I'm racing almost every weekend between, late models and Trans Am and any other one-off stuff that I have going on. So I'm super busy. Not much off time, really. I've had an off weekend a couple weekends ago, but other than that, I've been going hard, every week, every weekend. So I have a lot of racing coming up. Are you homeschooled? Yes, I do online school.
Any other questions here in the media center? All right, man. All done. Congratulations on your first career win and your first career start, and best of luck to you the rest of 2025.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, so one final thing I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, two things, actually. First of all, you're nominated for the Hall of Fame. May take you more than a year or two. Sometimes it does that. But being named one of the 75 greatest drivers in NASCAR history out of the hundreds, probably a couple of thousand people who've raced in NASCAR in the top three levels. What did that mean to you?
I really thought I pissed them off a few times.
Well, I know you did that. But
yeah, I know. It's so
you're not alone in that.
Yeah, I was quite surprised and very honored. That's And that's no small task, and it's just you don't go into it when you're 18, because I had to wait till I was 18 to start. I never thought I was going to be in a Hall of Fame. And then growing up, you see the guys. I would go to the racetracks, and you see the black jackets and New England Auto Racing, Hall of Fame guys. And I was, that guy's an old racer. Oh, that guy's an old racer. That guy's an old racer. Yeah, well, now I got one of those jackets. I'm one of those old racers.
You're still young at heart. I know that. So don't worry about that.